Why do you keep feeling poor or unworthy? Welcome to today's video. It's all about abundance as a whole. And yeah, I'm not here to trigger you. I'm here to actually help you figure out why do you still live in the state of lack and how to shift to the state of abundance and to abundant mindset. My name is Alina. I'm a holistic coach and hypnotherapist. And this channel, Soul Space, is all about living a happier and more fulfilling life. And as usual, we're going to start with a definition of abundance, what it is. Then we're going to move into the limitations in our mind and programming that keep us in the state of lack. And then we're going to move to the part about how to fix that, how to change your limiting beliefs, how to change your state, sometimes how to shift your state instantly. And I'm going to give you a practical exercise in the end of the video, so watch it till the end. I'm going to share a bit of my story as well and stories of my clients, so you will understand how it actually works in real life. This topic came to me because I've experienced both states, definitely. I lived in abundance and I lived in lack, in total lack almost, I would say. And the only difference that I noticed was my relationship with the world. So abundance is not a destination, it's not an end goal. It's actually your relationship with the world every single day. It's your choice every single day. It's your state of being every single day. It's the way you choose to feel and act when you wake up throughout the day, when you go to sleep. So abundance is about your choices. And abundance as a whole is not just about money. It's about love, health, relationships, free time, energy. So you might be rich in love or rich in relationships or rich in health, not necessarily only in money. Right now, I invite you to actually assess different areas of your life and maybe make a circle, like a wheel of balance that we do in coaching. That's going to be your wheel of abundance. I took this technique from my friend. I really like it. So create a circle with 8 sectors, and each sector you're gonna add a rating. So you can see their circle right here and just copy it and rate each area of your life. You can do it mentally if you don't have a piece of paper, and see actually which areas of your life are rich or you rate as rich, because it's all subjective, and which areas are poor. And you might see some connections between the ones that are not satisfying enough. Oftentimes, self-love and money are very connected. So you might take a look and see for yourself what's really connected and feels connected between each other. And also, you might see that you're pretty rich in some areas of your life. You are very abundant. You might not just notice it on a daily basis. So right now, I invite you to bring your focus and awareness to how much you already have. And from this abundance, you can remind yourself every day that you already have so much and it's just gonna grow. And this is called abundance mindset. When you know it's more than enough, you feel that it's more than enough. Maybe more will arrive into your life and you're open to it. But if it's gonna stay as it is, it's okay too. I'm happy, it's enough. So this is called abundance mindset. The opposite to it is a lack mindset, is when we constantly live in the state of lack. Nothing is ever enough. Nothing is ever satisfying. Maybe we've made more money than before this month, but we still feel not enough. Maybe we are as healthy as never been, but we don't even notice it because we are so focused on doing something else, like making money, for example. Maybe we are so rich in family and friends, and we have so many people around us that love us and support us, but we don't really notice that because we are so busy with thinking about, I don't know, our free time. Like, I don't have enough free time to do, I don't know, to take a trip somewhere, right? So we always shift our focus to the area of the life that is not as rich as we want. And that's okay too. Yeah, there's always space to improve. There's always something to improve in our life and to grow. And that's okay too. That's okay too, you trying to grow. But you can grow from the state of abundance or from the state of lack. And these are going to be 2 different experiences, completely different paths. You're going to feel differently on these 2 paths. And probably you don't want to feel like you're suffering. You don't want to feel resistance. You don't want to feel like you're miserable on the path. But if you choose to act and live from the state of lack, this is how you're going to feel. This is how you're going to feel every single day. And no amount of money or love going to fix that. So based on the concept of unity, that the world is one and there are no limits, there is no separation, our life is by default abundant. And there is abundance of everything in this world. There is more than enough. What makes us feel lack is our mind. Our mind is the matrix. When people talk about escape the matrix, I really challenge that, because like, what are you trying to escape? Everything is matrix. You are the matrix. Your mind is the matrix, actually. You can only escape your mind. There is no one else here. Everybody else is just mirroring you, your own beliefs and your perceptions of the world. So the only matrix you actually need to escape is your mind, your mental cage, your programming. So there are different reasons how we perceive the world the way we perceive the world. So it's family conditioning, childhood conditioning, cultural code, religious code, and ancestral programming, social norms, etc. So there are many programs that create our experience, and not all of them are beneficial for you. I'm sure you've heard this phrase many times: change your limiting beliefs. But what does it actually mean, and how do we actually do it, right? Step number one is to see your programming, to see your belief, because not all of them are actually seen. You're not aware of some of them for sure, because they still run in your life. So how can we see them? Is by changing the state of consciousness, shifting to a different brainwave state. And you can do it through meditation or hypnosis. I recommend hypnosis because this is a guided experience, and it's way more powerful because there is someone else guiding you through this, so you don't get lost in the labyrinths of your mind. If you're interested to experience it yourself, click the link below in the description of the video. And hypnosis helps you to go back into the memories where you first created the beliefs that you still live by. Normally, it's before the age of 7, when your mind is very absorbent, is very flexible. You take in everything that you see, everything that you hear, everything that you observe. Like maybe your family lived in a state of luck, and you learned it from your family. Maybe you were growing up and there was like an economical crisis, and you really learned that resources are very limited and you have to really fight for them and work hard. There are many limited beliefs that we hold, and they're really different. But probably the most common are: you can make a lot of money only by hard work, or you need to deserve love, and to deserve love, you need to be always kind, always people pleasing, always soft, as a woman, for example. Or to be healthy, you need XYZ. And it's not necessarily true, right? Many beliefs, and they're all different. So that's why it's very important to go on your own journey and to uncover your own, because we all have and we all hold unique beliefs, unique patterns, unique experiences. So the first step is to see them. The second step, understand the root cause. Where did you form these beliefs? What age? What happened? Whose voice is that? You don't have to know all the details, but just finding that root cause and understanding it will really help. It's going to be already 50% of the work to help you to change these beliefs. Then step number 3, you separate yourself from your programming and beliefs that you no longer need. You understand that you're a consciousness. You're not your beliefs, you're not your fears, you're not your programming, you're not your body, you're not your name. You're just consciousness, and you can choose your new beliefs. You can choose the new rules of life that you're gonna live by. The next step is to rewrite the code, to change the old programming and to install new beliefs, new rules of life. And we do it through meditation, hypnosis, breath work, something that can also shift your state of consciousness and help you to absorb these new empowering beliefs. And the last step, which is the most important step, is to start taking actions from these new beliefs, to make experiments, to treat life as a game, to play around like it's a playground, to allow yourself to want more, desire more, notice abundance around you, use the opportunities, and just in general see how abundant this world is. And the key here is to allow yourself to want more and to feel that you deserve it. And this might be the hardest part, because for many of us, we are conditioned to believe that we are not enough to receive more. And we don't allow ourselves even to want it, even to dream about it. It might cause anxiety in us to want more, because this is just our conditioning. I used to have that. I used to feel that, yes, these people, they deserve it. They are like super talented or super smart, or they come in from rich families, or they come in from the families that had both parents. So that's why they have a healthy relationship patterns, and so they can have a healthy relationship. But I'm different, right? Something is wrong with me. This used to be my limiting belief. No matter how much effort I put into something, I'm still not enough to receive what I want. Of course, this was not always the case, right? Sometimes I would still get what I want, but it would come from really hard work or through a lot of resistance. So I had to prove myself a lot to myself to feel worthy. And the key here is you prove yourself to yourself. There is no one else here, just to yourself. So why don't you decide for yourself that you're already enough? You don't have to prove yourself anymore, ever. You never had to. You are by default enough. And let's dive into this topic of feeling enough a little bit. Understanding why we don't feel enough. Of course, again, it's a family conditioning most of the time, but who feels not enough? It's not you. It's not your soul. It's not the consciousness. Because your soul is part of the source. It belongs to the source. It's coming from the source. And the source has everything. The source is enough. So you can't be not enough. It's a paradox. Your ego might feel not enough. And here you need to trick your ego. You need to dissolve your ego, to experience this dissolvement, to experience yourself as a soul, to understand that there is nothing to prove. You're already enough. You already have everything to live the life that you want. Sit with this insight for a while. It's really important right now to feel it in your body, right? And when you realize that you're already enough, here comes another challenge, is to release the control. Because if you're already enough and the dream that lives in your mind is already yours, then you don't need to control the path and how you're going to get there and how you're going to receive that. Releasing the control is the last and the most important element in this journey. And it's the hardest one most of the time, because we live in an illusion that if you control more, we receive and create more. If you stop controlling, we lose everything. But I'm sure life proved you already many times that this is not how it works. The more you control, the less you receive. The more you control, the less challenges you're gonna get. The more you control, the more you control, the harder it's gonna feel. It's not about doing nothing. Let's separate this. Releasing control is not about just laying on the couch doing nothing. It's about still taking action, but from deep knowing that it's gonna happen and I'm enough. And I'm doing it not to prove something. I'm doing it because I genuinely want to create something in this world. It's coming through me from the source, this idea, this project, and I just want to share it without any expectations. I release something into the world, I ground it, and I don't need to control anything anymore. All right, hope you got some insights today. And if this video was useful, comment below, share with me your insights. If you want to go deeper and see your own limitations, your own blocks, you can book a free clarity call with me. I take 3 clarity calls per month. You can apply using the link in the description. And if you're ready to go really deep into this journey, I invite you for a session with me. Also, link is in the description. And what else? You can, as a gift, I want to share with you this meditation. You will find a link in the description and somewhere here, the art of receiving. It's all about releasing control, allowing yourself more, allowing yourself to receive. And try it, experience it, let me know how it goes. See you in the next video. Thank you.